The planet Taikiyan was originally a planet-sized scrapyard, where old and decommissioned spaceships of the IPC were stored and abandoned. But in typical IPC fashion, they wanted to get the most value out of those destroyed spaceships as possible. So in order to prevent wasting any high-value parts, they sent in many assessors to strip as many usable parts from the ship as they could. For the assessors themselves, this place was basically a planet of exile with no chance of return, because if an assessor was unlucky enough to be sent to Taikiyan, the chances of being recalled by the higher-ups was almost zero. Of course, the assessors hoped that the chances of them being recalled would become higher if they managed to bring in more and higher value parts than the others. So the most obvious and logical thing for them to do was maximizing the amount of parts they could get in as little time as possible. In their desperation to find more parts than their peers, they upgraded their propulsion equipment to scavenge for more parts more efficiently. This all escalated into a sort of race between the assessors, with all of them trying to be faster than the others. And eventually, they even formed their own underground racing and combat rules in order to make the competition more fair for everyone involved. The higher-ups from the IPC noticed the assessors' struggles, but except for maybe a laugh or two, they didn't really care about the assessors themselves at all, and the footage from their wearable cameras was shared among the higher-ups as some sort of sadistic entertainment. Nothing more and nothing less. Except there was one particular investor from the traditional investment department who, after some consideration, saw an opportunity in these underground matches. They wanted to transform the sport into a more attractive version of itself. So they invited sports experts to remove the most savage elements from the underground rules and add some themselves to make it into a more of a competition instead of a struggle for survival. So to solve all of these issues, they had decided it had to become a ball game. The ball they designed is a large heavy ball with the ability to change between phases to make things a little more interesting. The sports experts also wanted the players to wear protective gear to minimize injury, or to make violent plays during the game acceptable. As soon as the core rules were established, the planet was completely transformed by terraforming machines, which lifted the decommissioned spaceships off of the planet's surface and built the Taikiyan Laser Stadium. This stadium became the place where the brand new sport, Taikiyan Roboball, would be played by athletes wanting to compete for prizes and money. The players race along a track of almost 3 kilometers, or 1.8 miles long, while battling for the ball and colliding with each other. While this is going on, the players will activate light sources inside of the track, forming a match-exclusive ARCLIGHT track, making the whole thing even more spectacular. Just like any other major sport, most of the money comes from sponsors and advertisement, which makes Roboball incredibly lucrative for the IPC, especially since Intra-Austral Peace Media has the exclusive rights to broadcasting for the event. Roboball is now the biggest and most important sport in the entire universe, so I guess this is one of the examples of why even one of the less respected and influential departments of the IPC, like the traditional investment department, can have a terrifyingly huge impact on the universe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Bye.